This is Carthonas. Basilisk.
That's a weird pause. I thought it crashed for a second. Oh man.
Here! Here!
Be careful. There's a hole. You could, or you could.
Totally clicked the wrong one.
You've made it just in time. I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last Basilisk. Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Carth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember? I'm not surprised. You took a serious blow to the head. You're probably having all kinds of strange dreams. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Okay.
Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw in your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves. That's that I believe that's of the she's the I'll tell it's Malak and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster. Malak and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malak just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds. I hope you're right, but the Republic hasn't been able to stop them so far, even with the support of the Jedi Council. I think Bastila may be the galaxy's last hope. Taris was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers, but that was a long time ago. The upper city where the rich citizens live is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Terrace is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls, mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal. Good idea. We can use it for some grim story, but I think...
And we're back. Sorry about that. Had to go get a new drink. Oh no, got dizzy. I joined in. Oh, good timing. I just got back. I had to run and do some stuff, but so far, I got the game working pretty well. Much better than earlier. I had a chance to install some extra mods. So, it was a content mod that I want to add, but I think I'll have to, like, reset up the game, and I don't want to do that, so I'll do it the next time that I play. Upgrade. We should have a sword. What? Oh man, did I not loot that guy? Yeah. I totally forgot to loot. So how's it going? How is the server tonight?
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
Why do you sit to keep bothering us?
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Yeah. You know, I tried.
Jawana bota ayua tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bongwalia gando do naga chuchut. Muksha papampa.
Don't worry about the bodies. I got those. Kind of slow, disappointing. Yeah, 30. Yeah, hopefully we'll get people who are a bit more chatty. 30 people, and yeah, it really is the same faces in chat, but hopefully, though. I mean, that tends to be the bait, you know. The struggle of a young community is getting those people active.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa.
Lumpa.
Itapo e tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu
Illegal aliens should have built a wall.
Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira.
The languages in this game is great. I don't care what your name is. I'm not telling you mine.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun
Ooh,
bez.
energy shields, huh?
Chi gratulo da pograshi onion kompa chintomo muchuba. Loda ita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Pagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Ta kumjus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Tong haitwam jiji dum lumpa.
Oh, the economy.
Itapoe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi ta kumjus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Chi gratu loda pograshi onion komba chintomo muchuba. Loda dolpa da bongwale gandona gugu chuchut. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun betong abog shop. We itanan dayata.
You said something about illegal aliens.
Shatung ni pato. Tag bis ju bonko koki bakpaka. Ching para chiska mule. Chan shok.
Racist.
Umrao chiska duchi. On chuban jishka yanki. Titoke gratung.
Hail! Andrea, welcome. How are you this fine evening? Well, I hope you join us for some old school gaming. Wow, that mod kind of messed up his face a bit, didn't it? Didn't even notice that until now. Oh, man. And I like the beard, too.
Ci gratulo da pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Pagrasha kon tichako
Took over.
Chubakaha chopa
Same
chawachuish.
way.
Yunku.
Yeah,
Jodo
love Stone.
Jitu
No, unfortunately,
Maranta.
this is the Steam version, so I've been having my fair share of fun getting it up and running. But I think, knock on wood, I'm at a pretty stable place. So I've got some mods installed. One of them jacked up my dude's jaw, which I don't know how the hell they did that, but yeah, so I'll be uninstalling that one once I have a chance. And I also have it running, I have the mod installed to run it in 1080. Because trying to capture it is a pain in the butt. I can get it to capture in its native resolution, but when it switches over to play the movies, OBS won't capture them. For whatever reason, it just doesn't. It's a pretty known glitch or issue in one of the two, either the game or OBS. Most likely OBS because the game has always been around. And I had a mini solution to where I'd run a game capture on the game and a monitor capture for the cutscenes, but there was like almost a 3-second delay between the start of the FMV and OBS switching over to grab it. So I went through the process of just forcing the game up into 1080 with some scaling and some texture mods to make it look better. So far, it's working well. I'm happy because
Achuta.
Star Wars is one of my favorite things, and Knights of the Old Republic, this one, and I also have the Sith Lords, which I plan on streaming as well. Both are among my favorite video games of all time. So, well, I only have $17. I got no money. I ain't buying nothing. I could break into those buildings. I don't remember if Karth gets his panties all in a bunch about that or not. Hope so too. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, it seems like it's running well. The FPS seems to be doing all right for this game. Ran some texture mods, so I mean things look a bit smoother than they do native. So overall, but that's bugging me. His face. Hey, who are you? Yeah, suffered a lot to run this game in my PC. Yeah, fun to all of us. Yeah, I mean, these games were notoriously bad to run on modern systems. I remember when I tried playing it a couple years back before I had my new system. I tried running it on my wife's laptop, and it just gave me hell. I had to edit the INI file and turn off multi-cores, and it was a pain in the butt. I mean, worth it though. Like, definitely worth it. It's just, I mean, it's a great game. And for the people who are, like, I know who haven't played it, I'm like, you find a way to play it. Although now it's like out on Android now too, so that's kind of crazy that a game that was a PC game like 13 years ago now runs on mobile phones. I heard that it wasn't great. I didn't get it because I had the PC version of it, but still, I mean, it's a way to play it. I remember when they announced the Old Republic, the MMO, like all of us Knights of the Old Republic, all of us Coder fans were like so excited, like, oh my gosh, the third one, they're finally doing it. And then they say, oh no, it's an MMO, you'll love it. And I'm like, I was incredibly disappointed. I still maintain some hope that they might DC Chambers, how are you? Welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for coming by. You're playing one of my all-time favorite games ever.
Yes, what's on your
Good.
mind?
I'm glad to hear that. I like seeing people like happy about it because I love this game. It's one of my all-time favorite games. It's this followed directly by the Sith Lords, the second one. So I was just saying that I was incredibly like let down when they announced the Old Republic wasn't going to be a continuation, but set in the universe. And they even tried to use this game and like the nostalgia from it when they released like the Revan DLC for the new one. So, Wifey Puff, hey everyone, this is Wobbly Puff, aka my wifey. She likes to hang out and chat, and sometimes even plays video games with us when she's not being too good with her own team. How dare she? Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Leaving us behind. Yeah, I've never actually played it. I remember all the controversy about it.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic.
I remember
for
all the
years.
like all the controversy and all the crap it
Mandalorian
took.
Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like this.
I mean, from what I saw, the game
Not
looked
even the
good,
Mandalorians
but
were that senseless.
I hear
My
that it
homeworld
played
was one of
badly
the
and-
first planets to fall to Malik's fleet. The Sith
and
bombed it
I
into
heard it
submission
started
and there
losing
wasn't a
money.
damn
And I
thing
think
our
it's even
Republic
free to
forces
play
could stop.
now. I don't know. I haven't really followed it because I want another Coda game. I want a Knights of the Old Republic 3. You know. Well, Obsidian actually the third game was in development by those guys. Like it was I don't remember how far along in development it was, but it was in development and they scrapped it in order to like do other Star Wars projects. I think that was around this time that what was the PS2 game with Star Killer, the first one? The Force Unleashed. They scrapped because that was one of the games that they wanted to do, and some other like Battlefront and stuff. It's a free to play to begin after level 30 is pay to play and to win. Yeah. See, like I'm not a big MMO type fan. I mean, I played World of Warcraft for a while. Other ones look cool, like Elder Scrolls Online and Final Fantasy Realm Reborn, but I don't know. I never got into it. You know, paying to play and pay. You know, like we you got to buy the game and then buy a subscription and then keep buying a subscription. You got to buy items to level up. You know.
It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean
I mean, what
failed
happened to
in my
games
duty.
like this? You know, that's why I wanted to start playing some older games again. You know, this and Sith Lords. Probably going to play some Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights. Those are on the list for our old school sessions. Because those are just games that came out and, you know, they were just great. And hey, there's Shadowbot finally welcoming you guys to chat after, you know, 5 minutes delayed.
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. You probably
But yeah,
mean well
hopefully
with your
one day
questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past.
We'll get a third one.
At all.
If it's done
actually.
right. You know,
I'm
like
more
I
used to
don't
taking
like...
action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand.
yeah.
So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Andrea, thanks for that follow, man. Thanks a bunch. I appreciate that very, very, very much. Probably beaten this first one like 50 times. Oh, dude, I'm right there with you. Yes, follow hype. Those guys are... Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was... God, what year did this come out? Like 13 years ago, I think? 13 or 14? So I would have been around... I would have been around 14. And I remember getting it. I got this game for Christmas one year, and I had just gotten a new PC that my parents bought for me. And man, like I got it. There was like how my family did stuff.
Bother me. I'm here on official Sith business.
Like we would always open one present. Oh, here's a cantina. We'd always open one present on Christmas Eve, and I just happened to pick this present. And my parents were like, my dad, he was sneaky. Like, you know, like back then, PC like games came in like a big case. They were like, it was like a book, big and thick, and oh, that sounded sexual. But my dad would go in and he took the CD out and he like put into like a little like CD protector, little flimsy thing. So it looked like just, I don't know, like a pack of cards or something. And for every time I decided to pick that one. And it was this game. And I remember I stayed up until like 5 a.m. Christmas morning, like playing it. I almost slept through like opening up the rest of my presents. I made it all the way to Dantooine by then. It was great.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's
yeah, but I have no money.
the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Yeah, me too. Like, it's one of those games. Sorry. Oh, no, I haven't noticed any bad English. But that's okay. I mean, as long as, hell, I speak English and I speak bad English, so don't feel bad. As long as we can understand, and even if we can, we will figure it out. That's for damn sure. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us. But yeah, this game was just one of those games that, like, you just remember your first playthrough. I mean, I remember my first playthrough, and I remember, like, the big story twist. I'm guessing you guys have already both played this. And, like, the big reveal that comes, 3/4 of the way through the game. It was such a shocking, like, twist that it was almost like, it was almost as shocking as, finding out, spoiler alert, that Darth Vader was Luke's father in the movies. You're just like, what? Wow.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Davik doesn't like you missing payments.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful of drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Every year, the fair would come to town with a bunch of rides. I would go every year. However, the year this game was released, it was in the summer. I told my parents that instead of getting money going down, I wanted to buy this game. I got the game when I was with my brother went out to the fair, and I was just jamming. Fuck yeah, that's awesome, man. Yep. I would have done the same, without a doubt. Always thought about how Vader could have child, without the essential parts. Oh well, remember if you saw the prequels, his kids were born before he got burned up. His kids were part of the reason why he fell to the dark side. Again, I'm hoping you saw the prequels, but if not, kind of watch them, but I personally don't have as much disdain for the prequels as a lot of fans do. I know they're not as good as the original. They're just not. There's no question. There's no debate. The original 3 are the best 3. Although the last, that one wasn't the greatest either. But the prequels, I kind of liked seeing the story of how he fell to the dark side. I wish Hayden Christensen wasn't so whiny. I didn't like his acting and just how whiny he made Vader sound, because he made Vader sound like a whiny little bitch, I didn't like that. I didn't like all of the politic talk. That was just too much, But it was an interesting thing that it was his vision, because Vader was so, Anakin was so force sensitive that he could that through the Force he had glimpses of the future, and so he saw Padme, his wife, dying, and Padme conceived his children before Vader turned, and so that was part of the thing. He saw the future of her dying in childbirth, and so he was trying to find a way to save her, and it's a great use of irony, in my opinion, as well. That's what had him start kind of probing the Emperor, who was, well, at the time he wasn't the Emperor, he was the Chancellor, but kind of probing Sidious in order to find out, Sidious saw he wanted to save Padme, so he used that desire for good to kind of lure him in with the possibility, hey, I don't know the secret, but my master did, and together we're stronger than he was, so surely we could find it and save her. And then combined with the Jedi blatantly not trusting him, and then blatantly disregarding their own rules by wanting to kill him without a trial, all that added up into him falling. But ironically enough, it wasn't childbirth that killed Padme, it was heartbreak of Anakin falling to the dark side that kind of caused her to die. So yeah, I don't hate the prequels, but it brings up a good question. What's your guys' thoughts on The Force Awakens, episode 7? Hopefully, I'm assuming that you guys have both seen that. I always tend to go light side first. I tend to, in these type of games that they give you decisions, so like pathways to go down to, I always tend to play how I would play. So and I've noticed that I'm not, a paladin, as in I don't make, I don't abide, if you guys have played Baldur's Gate or like D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, how like paladins are lawful good, they go by the law no matter what, always the law is first. And that's not me. Like, I'm more like chaotic good, so I would do what I think is right, even if it means going against the law. So there are some times that I'll make it, an evil choice. If, like, say you let 5 people die to save 1,000. To me, normally that's like, oh, that's the bad way, try to save them. But to me, it's like, you've got to do what you got to. So I always play a situation how I would do it. And I'm not a complete, good person, so sometimes I'll make some bad decisions, so I end up kind of like being mostly good, but with a little with like a bad streak. Like normally, like on like a light side person, like they won't kill, say, like a slaver or like a rapist, like they'll like send him to jail. To me though, if I come across someone like that, I kill him, like because he's a bad person, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how I play it. In the end, his vision was just foretelling how he was. Yeah, because he was the cause. Like that's the thing though. Like if he didn't have the vision, so no lightning bolts. See, that's the thing. Like I had a much more fun in episode 2, in KOTOR 2, the Sith Lords. My first playthrough was different. I actually played evil first, because just by making those choices and following the guidance from what's her name? Freya? No, it's not Freya, is it? Kreia. Isn't it Kreia? God, it's been so long since I played it. But I just kind of fell that way, and I like the powers, and I like the dark side. We can't lie. The dark side has better powers, like force lightning and force choke and like the mind melt. Like dark side is it's way cooler, Episode 7 was great. Asides that, they just used the same story plot of the dark. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like I also loved episode 7. I loved everything about it. It wasn't perfect though. Like it had some issues. Like I didn't like. Obviously, I hope you both have seen it. Bondriel, have you seen episode 7? Because if not, I recommend watching it. But I don't want to like but the big thing, the big thing that happened in episode 7. To me, it felt kind of rushed and dismissed. Like I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like I'm not peeved that they did that. I just don't like how they did it. You know what I mean? Like, after that, I don't know, it just seemed like it went really fast. Like, we didn't really have... Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, so, okay. So, with Han, you know, with Han Solo being killed, I was fine. I'm fine with the death. I don't like how fast it went. You know what I mean? Like, I wish that we could have, like, dude, it's fucking Han. Like, I was upset. Like, give me time to, like, you know, process it and, like, you know, have Chewie react harder, you know, like, after that, when they get back off the planet and they get to the base, you know, Leia, like, she runs to hug, what's her name, the girl, and I'm like, go hug Chewie, you just lost your husband, and he just lost his best friend of, like, 15 years, like, yeah, I don't know, so that was a little weird. I actually did like, Adam Driver's characters. I actually liked him a lot. Yeah, he was kind of whiny, but that's kind of what I liked about it. Like, and they actually kept the plot fairly close to the actual book, like the actual expanded universe thing. That was the one thing that Disney did that really had me pissed off, was that they axed the extended universe, which contained the Knights of the Old Republic games, because before Episode 7 came out, these games were canon. Like, they happened just 4,000 years before the movies. But now, without, you know, now that they axed that, technically these games are outside of the canon, so...
Time to rumble!
Thank you. I
Is
owe
it
you my
lagging?
life. Those bounty hunters are going to take
Well, I
me
guess
away
not.
and kill me.
Forgot we were playing a game here.
Warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
I actually don't have the money to help you, dude. Hand over all your credits if you want to live.
You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do. I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
I just think that Disney will just... I think that Disney will just... what happens after Episode 6? Copy? What do you mean? I'm not following.
I've got a ton of things to do today. I can't talk to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hope... I mean, I don't know why they would have axed... Well, the post... Yeah, I think they'll just, like, axe everything after Episode 6. Cut. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what... Because, obviously, like, they've already changed it. Because in the Extended Universe... Well, I mean, they changed the names of it. Ben wasn't, Ben wasn't Han and Leia's daughter. He was Luke's, you know. And I forget, what was his name? Fuck, I forget. In the books, I forget what Han and Leia's son's name was. The one that fell to the dark side. Because in the books, Han and Leia had twins, and the son fell to the dark side, and it was his sister that ended up killing him in the future. Not in the future, but like down the road.
Can't you see I'm busy with my
Oh,
duties?
it kind of makes me wonder,
Talk
like, what do you
this
guys
out
think
if you
about
need something. Can't
Gosh,
you
why my
see
brain
I'm
not working so much tonight? Although, what do you think about Rey? Do you think Rey is Luke's daughter. That's what the big that's what the big theory out right now is.
Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Terrace. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Terrace for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Terrace's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
I didn't clean my computer. It's all dusty and stuff on my cats. For sure. Ah, you do? I kind of think so, too.
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Terrace were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base.
Skywalker main guy, girl, yeah.
To the laboratories inside.
Yeah, because I mean, technically, Ben is
into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands
technically
on
he's a Skywalker, you know.
The rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Terrace forever.
I forget in the books. Let me see. It's gonna drive me crazy. In the books, he had a wife. Come on, my typing on mobile sucks. Oops. Oh, Mara Jade, that's right. So in the post movie books, Mara Jade was Luke's wife, and they had a son, Ben. I think she was one of the Jedi that he trained. And damn, according to the pictures, she's a hottie. Go, Luke. Now this is the books. Now obviously none of the books are canon anymore because they have already changed it, but Rogue One main? Maybe. Well, didn't they already say her name? I don't... Well, and it depends on when Rogue One takes place, too, because she looks like she'd be older. Remember, Rogue One takes place around, probably about a couple years before Episode 4. So Luke would probably be, in his teens, because he was pretty young at the beginning of the series. Oh wow, yeah. So Mara Jade was she was like a Sith. She was one of the slaves to the Emperor. His father and mother, they weren't really a huge age difference. I think Anakin was like 7 or 8, maybe around there. I never actually looked into how old Anakin was in Episode 1. But I always imagined that they were less than 10 years, like 8 or something like that. Which later in life isn't a big deal, but yeah, I guess in theory it could be true.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base.
I said, with Disney now kind of writing their own thing,
I suppose.
Which I understand why they had to axe the extended universe because they had to, just because they would have been so confined in what they wanted to do because it was already written and out there that they had to say, look, it's not canon, Although a lot of the storylines are already great because although look, his face looks fine now. I don't know. I can't tell if the mod messed his face up or not.
Please don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
It's just a theory. A game theory. I see what you did there. And I like it. I saw. Wait, don't tell me you're the guy. Are you the guy from Game Theory? Is the guy from Game Theory really like watching my stream right now? Because if so, it's fucking amazing. But more likely, I'm guessing you're just a fan of Game Theory. In which case, so am I, because that dude's awesome, and a lot of his theories are really fucking cool. Like a lot of them, I'm just like, wow, that'd be cool if it happened. No, I am not. Ah, well, doesn't matter. You're still awesome as shit anyway. I am just as happy that it is you who is here. I don't have any money. How do I have any money? Why don't I have more money than I do? But I do have a theory channel in Brazil. That's cool, man. That's awesome.
I am quite busy maintaining the facility, but I suppose I could spare a bit of time to answer some questions.
What kind of theory channel? Is it like a game theory channel, or like movies, or what?
I know enough to be scared of them. I've heard about the brutality of the Sith. I know what they do to the planets they conquer. So far, all they've done is ask me some general questions, but I'm afraid they might one day decide to shut this facility down simply out of evil spite. I guess there's not much I can do about the Sith, except hope that the Republic finds a way to stop their conquest of the entire galaxy. Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
That's a nice guy. Film channel alike. Oh, that's cool. Like any kind of certain films? If it's like a YouTube channel, something like that, feel free to post it here if you want. I do not mind whatsoever.
You there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the Rakghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
You might want to hear. Because I'm not shady at all, standing in the corner, whispering like somebody who's not very good.
Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the Rakghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
10 times, you said? Is Portuguese. Oh. Yeah, I can't understand Portuguese. Not at all. I don't speak Portuguese. Now, if there was a program that could translate it for me, then by all means.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here.
Big boss?
Gambling,
Snake?
smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris.
You mean he's a crime lord?
I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits, power, women. It's the
not even the Brazil
right?
deal. One of my friends is from Brazil, actually. I'm not sure what part, because I'm a terrible friend, and I don't know these things, but I think she speaks Portuguese? I think so. I want to say she does. I know she speaks one of the languages there. So, she's a photographer. She's awesome. I don't understand. Most of her posts on Facebook are like, it has like a cool picture, and I'm like, oh, what is this? And it's in Portuguese, I think, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
See, this is one of those instances where, like, I'm obviously going to pick the good option because in real life I wouldn't charge people for medicine. That's just kind of fucked up.
I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger?
It's a hella difficult
Be
language.
Smart about this.
Really?
You'll get a better deal selling to Davik.
Yeah, I've never tried to learn anything about it, so I wouldn't really know. Like, I know like a pathetically small bit of Spanish from grade school here in the States, but other than that, I don't really know too many other languages. We don't really emphasize other languages here in the States. I think it's kind of stupid. I think we should be taught more languages. I mean, other countries, some of them know up to like 5 languages, and I'm like, Fucking hell. I barely know my own.
Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him.
Nope.
Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
He sounds like a dickhead to me. I think there was something at the cantina that you can do too, right? I don't remember. Well, I mean, I think I noticed a difference in how the game looks. Let me know if you think the game looks better than normal, because to me, I want to say yes. So I'm guessing the mod is doing its job. But I mean, considering how old the game is, it does not look terrible. Speaking of which, what do you guys think of the new fan remake that's been going on? I think it's still up. I haven't seen anything on Twitter about it in a while though, but the Hyperion mod that they've been working on that kind of like renders the game in like Unreal Engine, I think that's what it is doing. But it's like re-rendering the game in like a modern engine, and like it's an insanely complicated mod because it uses the base installation of the game and then pretty much just transforms it from there. So
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it. Don't get me wrong. The game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy.
Teach English. Yeah, it's like that a lot of places.
Of the outer rim.
English is taught in most places.
Countless fortunes and lost countless more.
But I mean, in school here, they teach a lot of Spanish. In some schools, you have the option for like French, Latin, even though it's a dead language. Some of them, like if you take like a medical like path, you've got to learn some Latin.
Great offer if you can afford it.
But yeah, my school only offered Spanish, and I only wasn't required to take anything more than like Spanish 1, which is like entry level. Never heard of this mod? Really? Yeah, it's I think it's called like Hyperion. Yeah, search for Hyperion mod on Google. It should bring it up. It's like a bunch of fans. They got together, and
I'm sorry to hear that, but 50.
And they've been like redoing the whole game. So. Like redoing the graphics, adding like different quests and stuff.
Hi there.
It looks really cool if it ever gets done.
Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off. I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith occupation force.
Oh, she's a bad girl.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. They can make this job pretty lonely.
Oh, pretty lonely.
Save the sympathetic best friend act. I'm not buying it. But I don't want to fill out a bunch of paperwork on my day off, so let's just pretend this conversation never happened.
Aww.
Now move along. Back again? Didn't I make myself clear enough? The senior Sith officers don't like us fraternizing with the locals. Besides, I don't need you lecturing me for my career choice. Don't try to analyze me. I'm just doing my job. Same as any other soldier in any other army. Besides, I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't think we have much else to say to each other. Let's just keep this civil and go our separate ways, okay?
It's kind of bitchy.
What? Why are you speaking to me? Can't you tell from my clothing that I'm of the nobility? Get away from me. I can't be
Get
seen
away
talking
from
to the
me.
common rabble. It wouldn't be proper for a man of my standard.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I'd guess you've experienced many lonely evenings, something I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
I have. Feels bad, man. I think I could have gotten the codes from her. I think that's what it was. You've got a name, you gotta be important.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Hey, this is my favorite uniform.
Be careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat can cause us some more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired. That's better. Now, hurry up with our order.
And here are your drinks, Miss Lavin. I apologize for the delay.
Guessing she was like a... Do I stream for a long time? Depends on the night. If it's a work night, which is normally Monday through Friday, then I'll stream
I can't believe we
for
couldn't
like
get arena tickets for this match.
you know,
Now we'll have to watch
3 to 4
on the
hours.
view screen.
But on days like today, it's Saturday, so I'm off tomorrow. I'll generally stream for a bit longer than that.
gonna miss anything.
Tonight I've had some issues with the stream, getting the game to run right, so... But now that it is running right, I mean, I plan on streaming for a long while, so...
Here, two combatants will battle
My streaming schedule is actually going to be changing up a bit in a couple weeks. I start a new job, so the new job has a pretty unique schedule, so many lonely evenings. Poor guy.
Over here, looking
Poor
to
guy.
climb the ranks yet again is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan!
But yeah, we're in football season now, so like I said, in a couple weeks my schedule changes, and I'll have anywhere from 3 to 5 days off in a row each week. So
And to nobody's great surprise,
I'll probably be
Deadeye
changing
is
around, so
gone
I'll stream a
again.
couple days in a row
Don't worry,
for
folks.
up to 8 hours
Just
each.
unconscious. As usual, our medics will have
And
him up and about
then,
in
you know, just
nothing.
depending on where
Well,
days I
that
have
was
off.
quick,
So,
wasn't it?
and my days
So
off
I
are
give
probably
you
going to
the
change each
winner.
week. So
Girl on two finger.
I'll be kind of coming up with a schedule each week on the go as we kind of move in. But I think it'll be better though, because I'll be able to, like, instead of like streaming for like a bunch of little times, I can stream for like for longer on those off days. So can I fight here? I thought I can fight here. It's Jabba! Jabba the Hutt! Death matches are illegal now.
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
Okay, I'll do it. The mysterious stranger. Such a cool name. Ah, what do you know about nicknames? Been given nicknames for 20 years.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring.
I like how like that bit of foreboding there. There's a bit of foreshadowing. I mean, not foreboding, but foreshadowing.
But this time,
it's like he has some big dark secret.
I give you Jedi Duncan. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Sounds like a bad WWE name. Hope I don't die, that would suck. Oh, no.
It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But
Damn.
Really, are any of us surprised? Jedi losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
The voice acting in this game is so good. It's so like, it's so cheesy now that you're older, but it's still so awesome. I forget how to quick save. Is it Q? No. I forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring.
I thought you could banter with him each time to get more money, but I guess not. I guess if you fail the first time, you don't get another one. I didn't hack the game. Normally when I play through now, I'll edit the stats, so I'm like, you know, uber good. Because considering who the player character is, I feel like you should be not super strong, but you know. And no name. Oh, I skipped the best part. The mysterious stranger. He's like fiddle with his gun.
It's over! The fight
is over!
The mysterious stranger has won! Gerlon losing to a rookie. Is this a sign that his injuries have finally caught up with him? Or is the mysterious stranger for real? Only time will tell.
Oh yeah, can't you talk to all the fighters and get more info on the background? I forgot about that. Double kill.
What do you want? Oh, let me guess. You beat me in the dueling ring and now you're gonna rub it in my face. Yeah, well, I'm used to it. So pardon me if I ignore your gloating.
What? Not gonna gloat.
Questions? I don't have to answer your questions just because you beat me in the ring. Look, I admit it, you're better than me. Everyone's better than me. Blindfolded, one-legged tack with a rusty knife could probably beat me, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? You satisfied yet? Are you happy now that you've taken the last shred of dignity I have?
Damn. Sound kind of bad.
Slime rat.
You beat me fair and square, stranger. But if I still had the use of my fingers, you wouldn't have won. Back before my injury, I would have mopped the ring up with you.
I don't know.
I see you got your feet wet in the duel ring. Not bad. You've got real talent, kid. Stick with it and you'll go places. If you're interested in setting up a match, or if you want to place a wager, just go speak to Adger. He's that hut over in the corner. He'll make all the arrangements. My area of expertise is pretty much limited to the dueling ring and the other combatants here at the cantina. But I'll try to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions you might have?
Only what I heard from the news reports, which are all censored by the Sith. Some pods crashed into the Undercity. Anyone caught harboring survivors will be arrested and executed. Really, I don't think it's any of my business. The Sith want to call themselves rulers of Taris. It's fine by me, just so long as they don't shut the down.
Time to stream up some more. Still, no, yeah, awesome. Thank you. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us for a bit. You have a good stream. Depending on how long you go, maybe I can stop by when I'm finished up. I'll set up a host for you and stuff, so until then, have a great stream. Then again, thanks for coming by and supporting us. We definitely appreciate it very, very much. Now that it's working, thanks for kind of coming back after we got everything fixed, so. Oh yeah, if you're still here, before you go, you can check out the Discord command. If you type !Discord in chat, it'll give everyone the link to our Discord server.
You've come to the right man.
I would do it, but if I switch out of the game,
years, and I remember every
it can be a pain in the butt to get back into.
Of course, there are only 5 of us left now. Duncan, Gurlon, Ice, Twitch, and me. Bendak Starkiller comes in once in a while, but he's retired now. Duncan? Worst duelist ever. His nickname is Deadeye because he fights like he's blind. I wouldn't worry about him.
Poor kid.
Gurlon used to be pretty good before the accident. His blaster overheated during a match and exploded. 1 in a million occurrence. Paralyzed 3 fingers on his right hand. They call him Gurlon Two Fingers now. He hasn't been the same since the accident.
There you go.
But he's still out here trying to earn a living.
I'm glad it worked right. There's no typos in there, is there? I was drinking when I did this. I don't see any typos. Yeah! Feels good, man. But yeah, no, that's our Discord server. It's run by 4 Gamers, who's here in chat. Everyone in there is super fucking cool. Super awesome. Everyone's super nice, and if you have anything that you want to promote and whatnot, just come and hang out and chat. You know, you get the main chat, and everyone just kind of posts in there throughout the day, so yeah. There's the link for the invite. That'll put you into the main server and see what it's all about. Nice, thanks. Yeah, no, I've thought about that after I made the command. So, because I have timers set up for my other stuff. There's one typo? Oh shit. What did I... God damn it! Oh fuck! I see it. It's gonna bother me now. That's why I need a proofreader. I'll do it too fast. Nah, right after stream I'm fixing that because it's gonna drive me crazy.
Ice? Well, she's not much for personality, but she's a hell of a fighter. Confident, steady, popular with the crowd too. If you go up against her, you know you're in for a tough match. Twitch. I think that Rodian is completely crazy.
The game was psychic. If it predicted Twitch, you can have both. Yeah, I have both for a few of my other ones. I was just, admittedly, I was kind of intoxicated when I was setting it up. I didn't even think about setting it up as a timer, so I'll probably do that as I'm fixing the typo there. Oh man, that's terrible. Yeah, I saw what your guys' posting in there. Did we ever figure out what it was or anything like that? Any like new information on what caused it or like who did it?
Me? I've seen my share of battles. My best years are gone, but I can still hold my own against anyone in here, except maybe Twitch. What can I say? Bendak was a legend. Never lost a match his entire career, but he was bloodthirsty as an Iridorian battle rager. Never liked having to face the same opponent twice. Got so he wouldn't battle anyone unless it was a death match. When they made death matches illegal, he went into retirement. He still hangs around here sometimes. Bendak's the best there ever was, plain and simple. Even now, I'd bet that anyone who steps into the ring with him wouldn't make it out alive.
Oh, man.
Goodbye, stranger. Maybe we'll talk again later.
What do you want? Wait, let me guess. Now that you're a duelist, you figure we have something in common. Something to
I
chat
haven't
about,
looked.
right?
Yeah, neither have
Wrong.
I.
Just because we're
Sad,
both
though.
duelists doesn't mean we're
I
suddenly
feel like this kind of thing
friends.
happens
So
way too
give me
much,
some
you know?
space, stranger. I've got nothing more to say to you.
Like every couple days, couple weeks. It's just, you know.
I love watching ice in the ring. Is there anything more exciting than a woman who's armed and dangerous?
Well, he's kinky.
Twitch is my favorite. He's wild.
Tava! Uba baska dwana chichopa muska! Chichokaku! Hako chichopa! Kimba muli ra dwana ji! Chiska nichu! Oska! Chiska nichu! The hupa botenya no jiji piti!
All right. Round 3. Are you ready to boot yourself against the best duelists? Yes. Anybody. Lambden. Good evening, sir. How are you? Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. How did the end of your week go? And how is the first half of the weekend going? I guess we'll probably pass the first half, aren't we? We're probably on like the downtrend now. But anyway, how are you doing? How have you been doing? How'd everything go? We're playing some old school games. Could be better. Oh no. Hopefully nothing too bad.
We have a very special presentation
That's never great.
in store for you. Over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death itself. You know her. You love her. Ice. And in the other corner, a rising star taking that first step into the big leagues.
Ice,
I give
ice,
you
baby.
the mysterious stranger.
Oh, that was weird. Just driving back from Denver and ran over a big nail. Oh man, that's sounds like it. Yeah, really. Wait, just now? Are you watching us from the side of the road somewhere? Because if so, that's one, that's crazy, and two, that's kind of awesome because I don't know why. It just sounds awesome. You're on the side of the road somewhere, waiting for like, a tow, and you're watching Twitch, and me of all things. That's pretty cool. But hopefully you're not. Hopefully, like you've got that sorted. Okay, good. Yeah, good. You're home and sorted. Well, that's good. I'm glad. But now you have a flat tire, I would imagine. So you've got that to fix. It took me 3 hours. Oh my god. 3 hours is the amount of time that I can go from here to the ocean. Oh shit. I'm gonna die. Fuck, I died.
The stranger is down. The mysterious stranger is down. Ice wins. Once again, the Queen of Bean has dispatched her opponent in the ring. Hard luck, stranger, but ice is tough. She never goes down.
$128 later. Wow. That's crazy. I've never actually lost before. What happens? Do you just fight her again? Rematch.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death. And in the other...
Oh, man. Oh, shit. I think I hurt myself. God damn it. I'm not losing twice. We don't know how to quick save. How do I quick save? No. No. It's journal. There's gotta be a quick save button. All these old games had quick saves. Oh, F4. Found it. I knew it. Now I could level up. I try to avoid leveling up too much. Because, I like to save it until I become a Jedi, then level up. I get more abilities and stuff later on, but I might have to. MLG Shadoobie. I'll level up one more. Didn't I use the one? Yeah, here it is.
Ladies, in this corner, one of the greats, a man so
oh man, I gotta refight this one.
Even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. And in the...
We've already done this one, so... Hopefully he goes down quick again. Ow, 6. Ouch. You fucker. Got him.
It's over, Gerla.
We got him. All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as deathhand and...
Damn it. Damn, man, this chick is pretty good. Got her.
It's over! The
Fuck yeah.
fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Ice is knocked out cold! Looks like we have a rising star in the mysterious stranger, folks. But how high can this star soar? You'll just have to watch and see.
Watch and see. Doesn't resting like restore? What do I gotta keep using my shields? I'd rather not. Abuse. I didn't mean it. I slipped and fell, and I just mistakenly hit her with a sword a bunch of times. I guess I gotta heal on my own. That's stupid. That's what they all say. But I really mean it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center. He's a legend in the sport. A 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids a trick or two. Let's have a big hand for Marl.
Marl? What kind of name is Marl?
Some young gun coming up to knock.
Why am I looking the wrong way?
And we've got one of the best right here. I give you
I'm just like
the mysterious stranger.
Fuck. My grenade tactic failed. Oh shit, he's fast. He's fast. Heal. Thank God. Oh shit. Did I win?
The stranger is down. The mysterious
Wait,
stranger
what?
is down.
Best game, 0
Marl
glitches.
has done it again. 20 years and still going strong for the veteran. And a hard lesson for the up-and-coming rookie. Better luck next time, stranger.
It's an F9 to quick load. I think. Right? Yeah, F5 quick loads. How do I song request again? Exclamation point song request space the YouTube link. I need to work and set it up to where you can search. Just like put the song name and the API will go and grab it, but I haven't done that yet. So yeah, just exclamation point song request, no space, and then space. Post your YouTube
There's
link.
always some young gun coming up to knock the veterans off. And we've got one of the best right here.
Yeah, kick him in the face. Yeah. Oh shit. Fuck.
The stranger is gone.
This guy is a fucking dick. A stun attack? What a bitch. What a bitch. Let me know when you do the song request, because sometimes it's a little janky, so if it doesn't play, I might have to go in and force play it. Oh no, you should be able to try it too. You should be able to do exclamation point skip if it doesn't play. Sometimes that'll wake it up. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes Shadowbot is too busy stoning and he just forgets to do his job.
Ladies, he's a legend in the sport. A 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids.
Yo. Damn it, man.
The stranger
God, it's kicking my butt. Although, I don't really have great equipment. Get good. Yeah, no, I'm not. See, this is the first time I'm not, like, doing two-handed, because generally I do, but my hit's even lower with that. I need new stuff. I mean, I do have more money now, I guess.
I've never been one to shy away from the cold, hard truth, so I'll just come right out and say it. I can't compete with the likes of you, stranger. I know when I'm overmatched. You're good. Very good. But you're wrong if you think that means I'm suddenly going to warm up to you. Truth is, I really don't have anything more to say, so you might as well move on.
Oh, no, I was hoping we could go have some kinky gladiator sex. Hey,
leave me alone. I'm not giving out any auto prints to my fans today. What? You don't recognize me? I'm Bendik Starkiller, the most famous blaster slinger on Taurus. Over 100 duels without a loss. Every one of them a death match. I'm retired now. Once death matches became illegal, I just got bored with the game. I got no interest in using stun blasters. There was nobody left to challenge me anyway. I've seen you in the dueling ring, but you haven't impressed me. Now, if you could beat all these other pretenders, that might get my attention.
No, you didn't. It's I don't know. The bot is being weird. For some reason, it doesn't like when anyone else but I starts it. So, hopefully the game didn't get jacked up. Is that what you requested? Really?
Good luck with that, kid. You're gonna need it.
You sure you want to get involved in this? Seems a bit pointless. Up to you.
It's not pointless. This is pride.
Don't you just love watching the sun?
Welcome to the Equipment Emporium.
Now remember, you gotta add more songs to the queue, otherwise it'll stop. And anyone can request them, by the way. There's no special permissions.
Because of the Sith quarantine.
And down. Huh? Yeah, no, it's a good song. But yeah, it's a Monster Cat song. Monster Cat's like a DJ or something that is on like SoundCloud and like a lot of the free like music stuff. Only 100 gold. Oh, 150? Yeah. Oh, buy it. Kitty! Kitty hype. Say hi! Say hi! Kitty! He likes my beard. He thinks I'm one of him. You just want food. That's why you're being nice. You just want food. You just want me for my food. Sure. Why are you like trying to rub the mic? I don't even know what that sounds like on stream. Camel's back. In the low jack. Yeah, it's a good song.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Don't stop, get it.
Terrace? The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. And things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go. That's all I can think of. I guess I did say you could ask me questions like, is this real? Is this...
You were kidding me. What? Go tell mommy to feed you.
Go ahead and interrogate me. All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though. welcome to try. Let me ask you something to say. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened from your perspective. Bastila's as powerful as I said. She's the one who defeated Darth Revan. I guess that no Jedi ability, no matter how powerful, makes up for being completely surprised and outmatched. We didn't choose that battle anyway, it got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? Like, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? I don't know. Unless you consider that you were the last member addition to you were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. And hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably
you being a Jedi?
And this is probably nothing.
If you mean like,
I learned a long time
if
ago
I'm going light or dark, I'm kind of just going however I would react, if you know what I mean. Like how I would like in real life if I was doing it. Hey, Genghis Khan.
I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe. It has nothing to do with your person. I don't trust him. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
Oh man, come on. Trying to change the sound. I really miss playing game window mode. There we go. That's a bit better.
All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
The video to this song is amazing. Hey, buddy. Wobbly, I think he's hungry. I'm pretty sure he's hungry, actually. Okay, well, let me go and feed the kitty. I would put up the BRB, but my shortcut doesn't work in game. So you'll just see an empty chair for a second, and when I get back, you'll probably see this kitty fly off the desk. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go feed the cats and the dog and get a new drink. Maybe like a minute or two. BRB, dude. Come on, kitty. Get you something to drink. Come on. You can go on. Don't do any great. Praise the all-inspiring chair. Praise be. Hype! Praise the chair. Oh, nice song on too, by the way. Yes. Leaving this game is such a pain in the butt because I'm using monitor capture and not game capture because unfortunately I love all the glitchy CPUs. Oh, the people? Are they glitchy? Oh, when they're walking around each other? But I have to leave the game anyway, because, yeah. Hype. I had to do that. C-3PO.
Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning.
A warning.
Of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris. I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. Listen to me for these hard, dark times.
They're about.
That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action.
Nazis.
We cannot sit idly by while aliens...
Nazis confirmed.
Planet.
Back off, you crazy kook. I don't have time for this.
You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
Such Star Wars theme music.
King Kunshi Kakachin Awana Wamata. Nishi La Chorga King Kun Palamona Reji. Chingpala Niska Mule Tun Ratatigan Podranko. The search at Doma Wanakonatama. With Tim and Bonrang Thong. Mule Ra on Shanturing Ni Patoga Wanga Chonzi Tse. Ika Trotu Hakujije. Watu Yama Kama Wona Henak Neck. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu, Kimpa Mulera Dwana, Don Kimpa no Kudnok Nek, Kavanumpa Kumpialia Monokata, Rangakun Bis King no Moruat, Kakin Chanak Wana Bakon.
Yeah.
People would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never run a style.
Kenchopa Chawi Tichok Twiz Yun Kun, Patuyama Kama Wona Henak Nek, Bugra Shak Kunti Chiwa Chawa. Dong abuk shami no. Chinapala mule. Dong ki ba non tontek. Dumni chachon kun ne mule brabast. King kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun palamona reji. Chingpala niska mule dun kuyami jvuk tikchita na patogta. Yafulke gokala jiji.
Not that I'd ever condone anything illegal, of course.
Tangabun shan omnang wanga kakin cha na kwat na bon kon wanakumbes chi pala mu bona na kachu kicha badwang wanga kum kiba bu mulera kakin chak nawagawa bakon Donk ki ba nukunet. Tonga boksha nak nong. Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kun no ba mula draki chichon. Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanak china pala mule. Tongki ba non tontek. Tuni cha. Tangabun. Kakin. Witiman bonrang tong. Mulira on
a droid for 50 credits? That can't be bad at all.
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny.
Yeah, come on, little buddy. My brand new droid. Oh. No, not my droid.
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo. Wanna chick yongi?
That was a piece of junk.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanna kumbes. Chi pala mulek. Kipuna na bon sha. Watawama muliri. Kin kun shopeshwa. No ba mule raji. Jone yuturi china pala mule. Tong.
Yeah.
Tangabun shan na. Tanga bok sha nak nong.
Joy plates and spikes. Okay. Dark side points gained. Oh no. I forget how I recruit him. I don't remember.
Hachu apanki. Tanga bona na kachu. Mucho shakapaka. Tanga.
I think I'll come back later.
Tanga boksha nak nong. Kin kun shin. Run.
I think I get him when I'm going into the Sith base, actually.
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit on.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along. If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along. I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the Taris Tourist Board. Now just move along, unless you have the proper authorization papers.
Locked. Looking slick. Oh, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just running like some texture mods. If you mean the game anyway. If you mean me, cool. I did get a haircut. But I'm assuming you mean the game.
What is this planet coming to, huh?
and I'm running some texture mods, so
The upper city.
just to smooth it out a bit.
Belongs, Slummy.
Oh, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said, these streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
Come on, fellas. Your Slummy ain't worth the bother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm fond of the hair.
Right. Maybe next time, Slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
That's right. You best step off. Slap you around, punk. They seem like nice people. I'm more of a Spider-Man fan. Yeah? I like Spider-Man. My favorite character is Wolverine. Favorite DC guy would be Batman, but I'm fond of Superman when he's not being a little girl.
Is you one of the Sith? My daddy says the Sith are nothing but bullies. You don't look like a bully.
Aw, thank you. I tried to be a bully.
Here.
Open. Yeah. Oh shit, that's a family.
I heard the gangs have overrun the lower city. Why don't the Sith go down there and restore order?
I remember when a person didn't have to worry about thieves rummaging through their home.
You ain't supposed to be here. This ain't your home.
I like how the dad doesn't say anything at all. It's the two women that are all like, hey! Wouldn't say I'm stuck. I'm blanking on what I was supposed to do next.
Just move along.
I think it's down here somewhere, though.
Where did you hide those Sith uniforms?
Yeah, there you go.
Sell them to the Teresian underground. Start talking. I want answers.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And Razi got. And she behind Gorufia. And now for the Tufta.
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room.
Speak of the devil. Yeah, right? I knew there was uniforms and there's papers. I think the one way was the lady in the cantina. If you persuade her, but I failed the persuade check because I'm a soldier and we suck at persuade checks. And I haven't rigged the game to actually just make me good at everything, which I kind of want to do because I have more fun that way, but we'll play it the right way the first time.
Who said that? What's going on out there? Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you. What was that? Did I hear you right? Let us kill him? How can you stop us? Time to teach this civilian the penalty for defying the Sith.
How'd you like that?
I like how I'm like, he's thanking me when there's a guy behind me. Best game. 0 out of 0 glitches. I like the guy. He's just like, go ahead. Go ahead and, have your chat. I'll just stand here very politely. See, who says the Sith are bad folk? They just get a bad rap, that's all.
kunnasta sieltä vapuilta. Ja kunnas linnat huftaa. Kolotusti vanhemmuus pitkälti remote.
No glitches to be found. Well, I mean, this is a BioWare game, though, right? I don't think it'd be a BioWare game without a glitch. Says you're a fan of the BioWare game, are you? Yes. Yes and yes. Well, Mass Effect I can get a little ranty about, but Dragon Age I can get just as ranty about, but Dragon Age ended on a good note for me. I'm a fan of both games. I've played all 3 Dragon Ages. I'm actually kind of streaming Dragon Age Inquisition. I haven't in a while, but I played the original, well, not the original, but I played Inquisition originally on the PS3, so last gen, where they didn't release any of the DLC. So I played through the vanilla game, and I absolutely loved it. I mean, it blew me away for being a PS3 game. I got it on the PC so I could play the DLC, which I haven't gotten to yet. But I started streaming it, and then I got distracted by No Man's Sky, and then undistracted by No Man's Sky, and I've been streaming Metal Gear. But I do plan on properly finishing Inquisition as well. And Mass Effect, I've played all 3 Mass Effects many times, and each time I'll probably only actually beat the game once, because the ending of Mass Effect 3 sends me into quite a bit of a rant, because I'm not the biggest fan of the ending. I know it's like you either love it or hate it type thing, and I'm in the not hated camp, but I'm in the far don't like it camp. So, but up until the ending, like I loved the first game. The first game was amazing. The second game was just as amazing. It made everything that you didn't like about the first game better. And the third game, up until the ending, was amazing. Like, the gameplay was completely refined and great. You know, the storyline was great until the last 30 minutes. Like the last 30 minutes of Mass Effect 3, just like, what the fuck? Yeah, the ending was complete poop. It was EA's fault. Yeah, no, and it totally was. I mean, EA rushed the game. You know, and Drew Karpyshyn, was it Drew Karpyshyn? No, I don't know if it was him or not, but the lead writer, the guy who the team who wrote all of Mass Effect 1 and about 3/4 of Mass Effect 2 left BioWare during that time. And one of the other guys who had not really done any major like writing like gigs took over writing the story. And I mean, obviously they had notes for the beginning of the third one, but apparently the ending was his great idea, and it was a absolute train wreck. I hated it. I hated the ending. It made no sense. It was so just, for a game that like led to so much like complexity and so many different ways to have been played, the ending was just utterly disjointed, just bland, boring, and just simple. Like, and just none of the ending made sense to me. I mean, it sounds like you were kind of in the same camp, but one of the things I really liked about, and Wobblypuff, I don't know if she's still hanging out with us or not, but I see her in chat, but I don't know if she's actually listening. But Wobblypuff's a big Mass Effect fan, and she played all 3 games, and she replays the games over and over again. But she never finishes the ending either, because she said the same thing. Like, I didn't spoil it to her. You know, I played it first, and then she got into it and played it. I didn't want to spoil the ending for her, but I let her, you know, have her own opinion. And she came to me and said, "What the fuck was that?" And I'm like, right. So I had her watch what I found, just because once I found out about the ending, I just got online and was like, "Oh, this sucks." And I came across the indoctrination theory. If you've heard of the indoctrination theory, what are your thoughts on that? IMO, I think it makes the ending way more like awesome, except that it kind of doesn't give us an ending. That's because even with like the extended cut, like I don't know, a lot of people try to argue that the extended cut makes things better, and it doesn't. It fixes maybe like one or two things, but it messes up a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, I'm still all this time. I'm so salty about Mass Effect 3's ending, which brings me to a point. Also, what do you think about the stuff we've seen from Andromeda so far? Ah, fine. Yeah, I've heard a bit of the theory. Not sure I like it, because then it's your typical wake up from my dreams. Yeah, kind of, but kind of not. It's basically... It's a dream, but it's the fact that the whole third game... he's like... The whole point of the Reaper's goal is to indoctrinate him. Because if you think about it, the Reapers have had plenty of chances to kill Shepard. I mean, hell, even at the end of the game, I mean, like, Harbinger was annihilating... anyway, anyone in the room who hasn't played Mass Effect 3, tune out now. But, and then go play the game, because even though I shit on the ending, it's still a great, like, it's still a great series. But I mean, he was wrecking those tanks, wrecking those people. I mean, he clearly could have bullseye. I mean, hell, he's a freaking Reaper. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have pretty, banging ass lock-on devices. So he could have annihilated Shepard there. And even if he did happen to miss, I mean, he blew the shit out of Shepard. I mean, he was out of it. Why would you not, like, just for good measure, if your single goal was to kill Shepard, why would you not just annihilate his body? Shoot him, you see him knocked out, and then just melt him down to nothing. Then he's dead. But he didn't. He just kind of, flies off. And when he flies off, Shepard's awake again. Like, he wakes back up, and he looks up. I mean, clearly Harbinger can see him, wake up. So, tell me when you're done spoiling Mass Effect. Oh, you haven't played it? Go play it, Lambden. I actually didn't say anything too bad right there. You didn't really see any kind of... any major spoilers. I won't say like the endings and stuff, but yeah. No, not the entire third. Just the last bit. Everything. So the indoctrination theory says that everything after he gets hit by the laser beam is the Reaper's. And in the theory, is the Reaper's last ditch effort to indoctrinate Shepard. And I've kind of like got my own kind of spin on it, because if you believe in the indoctrination theory 100%, then you're left without an ending. Because again, Lambden hasn't played. I don't want to spoil it, but that bonus scene at the end of the game, again, don't spoil it for Lambden, because Lambden, play the game. It is a good game. I said the ending. Like I said, I don't want my shitting on the ending dissuade anybody from playing the game, because Mass Effect 1 is a masterpiece, Mass Effect 2 is a better masterpiece, and Mass Effect 3 could have been. Like, that's what's so... I put in probably 350 plus hours, like, combined into the game. I replayed 1 and 2 a bunch of different times, got all the different endings and stuff. I mean, I put in hundreds of hours into that game. I love the characters. I mean, there were times when the story brought me to tears, like physical tears. Same thing with Wigglypuff. I mean, like, again, I don't want to spoil the game, but like, so many like parts of that series, like, you fell in love with these characters. And it's a lot like Game of Thrones. In a way, like how Game of Thrones really develops these characters just to kind of like say, okay, hey, you really like this person? Again, no spoilers for anyone, you know, Game of Thrones spoilers. I try to avoid spoilers in the chat, but yeah, I mean, it's a great series, and in my opinion, it could have gone down as the greatest series ever. But the ending just fall, like it for me, it fell flat. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me kind of, you know, hyping it up too much. I mean, maybe I expected more than what the ending was, but a lot of people agree, though, that BioWare rushed the end of that game, you know? I don't think it should have ended the way it did. It didn't just give you the type of reward for all your work. It ended in a way with anything you did. Yeah, I mean, you're right. They did Shepard wrong. You'll have to tell me what you mean by that. With you know, trying to... Like I said, I played the game a ton, so you can reference spoilers. Just don't, like, drop the spoiler. I don't want anybody who hasn't played the game to get spoiled, because it is a great game. I mean, it really, really is. Like, just the ending. It just wasn't my kind of ending, you know. And it's very 50-50, because I've come across a lot of people that really like the endings and they try and defend it, and like they bring up good points, but they don't have anything to counter, you know, the points that I bring up, you know, and that the indoctrination theory addresses. It's just the only thing about the theory I don't like is that it, you know, it doesn't give you an ending. You know what I mean? So there's two depending on how into it you are. Like Mass Effect, I've watched both because I loved it, but oh yeah, all of the yeah, that's the big thing too that a lot of people about the theory like don't like. It's just that, you know, a game that over the course of 3 games you've had probably hundreds of decisions, you know, like, yeah, no, just like all the games. I mean, the end of, again, I don't know how far Lambden got in the series, but the end of Mass Effect 2, like there are literally a dozen different ways that game can end, you know, like that's how the ending of the third one should have been. I mean, I know that you can't have that many open-ended endings because it's the end of a trilogy. You kind of want to wrap up storylines and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I love chatting about this kind of stuff, so I like to avoid spoilers in chat, but by all means, you could, like, we can chat about this all night, because I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, because I love space. Like, I love Star Wars so much. I love operas set in the space setting. That's why I was really pumped for No Man's Sky. You know. Oh yeah, I think we all have. I mean, if you're like the most incompetent leader known to man. But I mean, that's the great thing about it, though, is that you can do that. And, you know, I mean, hell, you know, like, literally everyone can die, including, you know, yeah, Mass Effect was great. Like, and as I said, and I played it late. Like, I didn't play the series until probably a year after Mass Effect 3 came out. They have some uniforms. Keep forgetting that we have a game to play. Yeah, it was hilarious that it happened that way. I mean, hell, even with this game, like this, I love Knights of the Old Republic, but in my opinion, like, to me personally, I actually enjoy the Sith Lords a bit more, even though, like, I'd like to think that it's longer, but I don't really think it is. But I think I just like the fact that, like, you can, like, Jedi from the beginning, so, like, technically your guy is a bit stronger.
Here.
Please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you.
Poor guys.
You mean you're not here to kill me? But I thought you were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want? I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. So he went to Zach's in the bounty office and put a price on my head. I've been hiding here ever since. But sooner or later, someone will find me. Unless I somehow come up with another 200 credits. I'm a dead man.
That's a lot of money, man. I don't want to be a nice guy, but you know.
You've saved my life. At least until one of
Maybe there's
Davik's
another way I
bounty
can
hunters
save him.
finds me.
Hey, there's 6 credits right there, buddy. You could have, you know, could have had
I
those.
wonder if any of those Republic space pods survived crash landing in the Undercity.
Kill that guy. I'm trying to have a personal playthrough, like what I'd do. I don't think I'd kill him in real life. I'd think about it though, but I don't think I'd do it. Although I don't know why. Like in the second game, I tend to go much more like dark than I do in this game.
Listen to me, people. There is a terrible scourge sweeping our planet.
Alright, now we have the uniforms. Can't we go down? Can we go downstairs now?
The evil walks among us. The enemy is here. We must act now before we are over.
Yeah, right. We just gotta wear them. Do we both gotta wear them? No. Okay. Hey.
Sure.
Look at me, I'm a Sith.
Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang.
I'm off to bed, man. Okay, cool, man. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you hanging out and chatting with us. I appreciate the Mass Effect banter. I always love talking about video games. Hopefully I'll see you back around. We'll be streaming. I don't know how often we'll stream Star Wars, but you know, at least a day or two a week. Everything else we're trying to finish out Metal Gear Solid 5, and maybe then I'll start up Witcher 3. I got a bunch of games on the back burner, so. But yeah, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Have a good night's rest. Well, I boss Witcher 3. You boss it? You own it? You good at it? I've only played through about half of it, but I gotta restart because my save file got messed up. I think I messed something up when I was modding it or something. But I liked it a lot. I've played both. I played Witchers a lot, so I played the first Witcher, the second Witcher, and so I want to finish Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is a great game too. I really liked it. Like the open. Oh yeah, Chambers, man, thank you for that follow as well. I appreciate that very, very much. You are quite awesome, my friend. I hope you have a wonderful night. And oh god, it's 3-on-1. Don't die. There we go. Yes, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for coming out with us tonight and hanging out and chatting. It's always great to meet another fan of games that you like. So I hope I'll see you back around. Yes, have a great night. You have a great night. I should be streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Tomorrow is football day here in the States. So I'll be over at a buddy's house with a group of friends watching the game. We watch every game together for the last 5 years or so now. But when I get back, if it's not too late and I'm not too drunk, I plan on streaming. Depending on what it is, how late it is what game I'll play. So if it's like pretty late, I'll probably just play some more of this. Otherwise, maybe we'll play some of our regular games. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with this game again. So, oh shit. Hey, but I'm. Oh yeah, those are the Volker guards. I could have grenaded them. But yeah, so odds are it'll be this game if I stream at all. Otherwise, we shall be back maybe Monday, if not then Tuesday. Monday kind of depends on if Wobblypuff wants to play Overwatch.
You asked for this!
Karth, man, he's tearing shit up. Karth is OP. I guess I can change out of this armor now. A med pack.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri.
Chinamori. Ah, Bazak. I never really played Bazak in the first game, but I play a lot of Bazak in the second game.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelrud. Are you a Pazak player by chance? It's so hard for me to find a match now that I've been banned from the Upper City Cantina.
Banned?
A simple misunderstanding. Some of the other Pazak players don't understand the finer points of the game. So what if I win 15 matches in a row? That doesn't mean I cheat. There's no justice. My lucky Pazak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the Upper Cantina. Since then I've been desperate to find a match. You don't have a deck? Well, we can't play unless you have your own deck. Maybe you should go talk to Garuk in the Upper Cantina. He's looking to retire from the game, so he might sell you his deck. He'd probably even throw in a free lesson for you. Just come back and speak to me when you get your deck.
Get your deck. Your own deck. Oh shit.
Go away.
Chiska nichu. Kimba muli rat wanaji. Kimba no kunixat abon. Kakincha nawabakaon. Tung abashun ni chunchi.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kulpaiya mokapaata. Chiyoka kutumpa kulpaiya.
One.
Oscar. Chiska nichu. Tahupa botenya.
Two.
Piti.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kulpaiya mukapata. Chiyoka kutumpa kulpaiya.
2.
Kiyokaku. Kimba muli rat wanaji. Kuyami juski chika nai. Uba baska dwana chichopa muska. Chiska da soki kupa bona na chachu.
Tune pudo. Rananu prata dunko shirkasha. Jum apike. 3.
Bam!
No!
Go away. 1.
Huh.
2. 3.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Well, fuck. That guy is that guy's a bit crazy. Don't you love old school games? They don't have checkpoints every 5 seconds. So when you die, you die. Damn. Snake! 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 I didn't catch if you've played this game before, Lambden. If you've played, Coder in the past. Whoops, wrong game. I mean, they're very similar games. It's very easy to confuse the two. No? It's a pretty good game. Old, as you can tell, but good. I enjoyed it a lot. It's one of my favorite RPGs, actually. Like I said, the only one that kind of tops this one for me, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so that helps play into it, but I also like the second game in this series is really good. I like it better than this game, actually. Well, we saw this, and we can skip it now.
Go away. 1. 2. Smart.
Smart. You should talk to him. Hey, I just want to know your name. How you doing? Oh, hey, I remember her.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like Bantha Poodoo.
Oh shit, shots fired. I'm pretty sure Bug-Eye is racist.
Girl, Chuba Face.
Chuba Face, oh shit. That's gotta be like super not cool to say.
Sawbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects.
Hype! Wookie hype.
You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
We want no trouble with Wookie.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Chubasa! Kimba muli radwanaji! Kaba volpa murji gumaya!
Kumbaya.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee. It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terrace, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need... We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team. Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord. Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the Exchange. There's only two gangs worth worrying about here in the lower city. The Black Vulkars and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Thek. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind,
Can't hear you.
he's a great leader. Not like that traitor.
I see you on.
Before he took over the Vulkars, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son. When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brejik in his place. But Gadden figured Brejik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brejik was too impatient. He left to join the Vulkars, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Terrace. This gang war in the lower city is totally the Vulkars' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
Insane.
Calo Nord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him.
Look at those
He hangs
majestic
around
locks
Jack's
of hair
bounty
flowing
office,
in the wind.
But I don't think
Right?
he's looking for work there. All
Super
the
hot.
There are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure
I'm pretty sure the Asari and Mass Effect are based on the Twi'lek. Although it wasn't really
He'll be getting off this rock.
BioWare who made, who invented the Twi'lek. I'm pretty sure there's some Twi'leks in the actual Star Wars movies, but yeah.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
That's a weird looking son bitch. Oh shit. What in the fuck?
Uchua penki, tong itwama ji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, chiwa
Yeah, okay, I thought so.
ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama act inkotune.
And in Return of the Jedi. Yeah, I thought there was. Lucas, man, he had an imaginative mind. I just came to stare at the freak.
Chaubaso, Gino Morirani. Patoga yakuli kokala Gigi.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ak inko tune. Topa na oto bokasa. Pampa ki muli. Kimba no konik dota. Uba baska dwana chichopa muska. Kimba ni chachiska. Topa na oto. Kakinja nawabak.
Upper, yeah, I can do that. I don't think anything is up here. Let's check and see. Yeah, no, only thing that I get blocked now is my little menu options, but I don't think you guys need to really see that. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. I don't normally go for these alien girls,
the head
but
tails.
I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change.
Ah, okay.
Know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, it kind of cuts it off from the top too. I mean, I could lower it to where I'm like not in the corner, but why is why? What the hell, man? What's up with the lag? See, that's what it does sometimes when like OBS just takes a shit for whatever reason. Come on, you bastard, stop it. It just kind of sorts itself out after like a minute or so, but it is very annoying. I'm trying to wait before I continue the dialogue. Come on. Come on. I don't know if the audio is lagging, but if not, regardless, thank you for letting me know about that. I might move it down while it's shitting like this, just so I can, just in case. Hopefully it'll be a bit better. Let's see. Over here. Is that cool? Let's see. Damn you, Coder. Why do you gotta be such a pain in the butt to stream? Alright, is that better? Yeah, okay, there we go. That seems to be fixed. Anyway, welcome. Thank you for coming by tonight, Harambe, and hanging out with us. I like the name, by the way. That just does not get old, so. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change.
My name's Holden. Maybe you've heard of me. I work for Davik Kang.
Oh, Davik Kang.
I'm one of his top couriers. Davik's always sending me off planet to deliver and bring back packages. He knows he can trust me to follow my orders to the letter. Plus, I used to be an intergalactic customs agent, so I know all the tricks they use to catch smugglers. That gives me the edge I need on my courier runs. Davik's ship is the fastest one in the entire quadrant. But even the Ebonhawk can't get off Taurus until the quarantine is lifted. The Sith fleet has the planet surrounded. Any ship leaving orbit without proper access codes will be disintegrated by the Sith auto-targeting laser cannons. And those codes are locked safely away in the military base.
The military base?
Davik's pretty upset about it. His smuggling operation isn't making any money. But even with his underworld connections, he can't get his hands on those codes. It's not like it's some big secret. It's kind of hard for Davik to keep a low profile when he belongs to a big intergalactic crime syndicate like the Exchange. Davik's ship is the fastest one in the entire quadrant. But any ship leaving Davik's pretty upset.
You said that already.
Fine by me.
I saw Davik's new starship at the spaceport before the quarantine. They say it's the fastest ship on Terra.
I'll stick with the...
Kipuna, Onana Kacho, Kimba Kachi Chonaifa Odunga, Taukum Justak Mike Grabilmoga, Torpada Bunquayagando Danaga Chuchut, Rundi Haudunga Ton Kimba Nankongek. Chioka Colmolera, Conjo Peshak. Kachi Chonai Faudunga. Taukum Justak Mike Grabilmoga. Torpada Bunquayagando Danaga Chuchut. Moga Shampumpa. Boyawana Chikni. Chibeduana Nibobo. Tongnabung Shanungang. Muchititoaki Chijaku. Paris Manaris. Tongjonea Hakonong. Mulera Yonunaze.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of their victims.
Tunirana Prata Tunkyo. Searcha Toma Toma.
Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
Taukum Justak Mike Grabilmoga. Torpada Bunquaya Kipuna. Onana Kacho. Kimba Mulera Tuana. Taupa Boten Tunirana no Prata Tunkyo. Searcha Toma Toma. Talawipa Mulchi. Kumana. Kinkon Shashiki.
Organa family, really?
Rundi Haudunga Ton Kimba Nankongek. Tunirana no Prata Tunkyo. Searcha Toma Toma. Talawi Kamulji. Kumana. Kinkon Shash Paris Manaris. Tongjonea Hakonon. Mulera Yonunaze. Chichimuitava Tumpa Kurpiya Mokapapa. Chibeduana Nibo.
Kachikun Ida Haudunga. Yikinkuno Pamulera Chikun. Svimopodonat.
Și gratulo da pograshi oniu compa cintonom ca comjus tahmiki grabulmogo. Caciciu ita și gratulo da pograshi oniu compa cintonom muchuba.
Kavadumpa ku palia mukapata. Bonana jaku.
Janshok bulara. Umrauchis gaduchi. On chubanjiska yanki. Shagji locha wana wama. Kavavolpa mul.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Tin umpa do punta krita. Akti kondo. Kipuna. Bonanakichu. Kinpa mulera dwana. Dong kinpa no kudnok nek. Tangabun shan omnang. Wanga kun bis kinpa mulara. Choni yun. Witimembo rang thong. Mulira on shaturing nipato. Mana tota hakuji tinku ukaba topan. Mana tota haku tinku ukaba. Kin kun shi kakichin awana wamata.
There we go.
Shi la chorga kin kun pala monareji. Chingpala rundi ichawa.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu runda di hotonga kun.
Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wana nek. Bugra bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba boom.
We're gonna start dancing. Oh yeah, grooving. Look at us go.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishi witimembo rang thong. Muli.
Yeah. Fist pump.
Witam boragatong. Mulira.
Witimembo rang thong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi.
Good dance. Good dance. Yeah. Look at me.
Kachikun ita hodonga.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana.
Ucha hodonga ya fulke.
She got it. Oh yeah.
Chachiska do punta kakaspaka.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabang.
Gigi hakuji lorcha kin kuna. Bamuli jikun.
Oh, what a bitch.
Witimembo rang thong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse.
I just did it for the experience anyway, bitch. See if I care. Alright. No, we've been there already. So I picked up some site. We've been in there already. Excuse me.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek? A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now. Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zerdra watching his back. Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The hidden Becks are watching you.
Creepy.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gadon. Brejik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gadon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulcar spy.
Vulcar spy.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you? A foreign army invades Taris, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something much more grand and deadly.
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brejik, but he and his Vulkars won't listen. The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Yes, we do.
I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner. Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulcar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her. I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race. I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here.
Nightmare Bot in the house. Welcome. How's it going? It is good to see you. I would emote the hell out of the chat, but if I click off of the game, it shuts off because it's old and doesn't work good with modern things. But thanks for coming back by. It's going. Well, that's good, I guess. How's your weekend been? Can't sleep? Yeah, me neither. I should be asleep, but I'm not. Yeah, boo. Can't sleep.
The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only.
So yeah, I'm here streaming for at least a little bit longer.
If you win the race,
Wobbly Puff has already gone to bed for the night, and
first you have to do something for me.
I should be getting up fairly early, but yeah,
for
full of working. Oh, that
With
sucks.
the accelerator installed,
But I mean, working
any
isn't
other swoop
always
out there,
bad, I
but the
guess. You
Vulcans
know.
stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need to break into their base and steal a chapter. Getting into the Vulcan base won't be
True.
easy.
Yeah, I mean,
Doors are locked tight.
working's one of those things that we like to complain about while we're doing it, but when we're not, then we need to work, and we don't work, then we're just like,
She's just
oh
a
my gosh.
kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulcan base, it's her. She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator. A simple disguise might have worked on the Upper City guard, but the security down here is much tougher.
Oh no.
You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway. I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle.
Okay, okay.
Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Your time would probably be better spent going after the proto...
Very tactful. Are you itching for a fight?
How dare you? I shall kill you where you stand.
Calm down, Zerdra. I'm not ashamed of what I've become. As you can see, I lost my eyes in a swoop racing crash. I rely on these artificial replacements to see now.
Aww.
But my blindness was not the worst consequence of my accident. My affliction was what eventually led to this
Kind of
war
like a dick
between
now.
my Bex and the Vulkars. When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the Hidden Bex and let Brejik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang. And I knew Brejik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brejik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang. Brejik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadden. Brejik wants to control the lower city gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Bex against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
Oh, another. I'ma get
Brejik
ya.
won't rest until I am dead and the Bex are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal. Your time would probably...
Oh man. Sneeze.
I suggest you hurry. The swoop race is coming up, and we want you to have time to practice before the race.
Alrighty. Well, that puts us at a pretty decent stopping point for tonight. I am going to try my hand at laying in bed until I pass out and fall asleep. So, thanks everyone for coming by and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Thanks you guys for the new follows and everything. I appreciate all the follows and hanging out and all the chat tonight. It was fun. I apologize for the late start. We had to try to smooth out some issues that we had with the game. But looks like we've managed to kind of get it running well enough to stream at least. At least I know how to kind of get it going in the future. So, like I said, it looks like there's still a lot of love for this game. So, I mean, you know, I need another game to kind of take the place of Metal Gear Solid when we come to the end of that. So, I kind of like this whole, you know, old school gaming. So we'll continue this, then we'll go on and play the second game of this, and then we'll decide what other old school games that I have laying around in my archives we can pull back out and play again. I've already tried to check with Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale. Both of those stream pretty well. They don't really have any borders or whatnot because they're the enhanced editions. So they play nice and well. The only one that I might have to do another overlay for would be Neverwinter Nights, because this one we got running in 1080p, so nice on that. And Sith Lords I can also do the same mod with and get it in 1080p, so yes, that is all for me tonight. Like I said, tomorrow I am being at a football party most of the day, so I might not get a chance to stream. But if I get home in time, maybe me and Wobbly will play some Overwatch. We haven't really gotten a chance to play Overwatch tonight, this weekend. So, our stream last night, she was busy with another group. And tonight, we did old school games. So, maybe tomorrow we can do some Overwatch. If not, odds are I'll be back sometime on Tuesday. Mondays are normally an off day, but they can always change, so. Alright guys, I'm going to stop rambling and go try to get to sleep. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for following us. Check us out on Twitter. I tweet about all the games and what we're doing and what was up. Make sure you check out the Discord server that we linked. It's also in my Twitter description and whatnot. I'll add it here on Twitch at some point too. That's where a lot of us like to hang out. Some really awesome people there. Really, really, really good people. So, hope to see you there. And if not, we'll see you next time. Have a good night, guys. Byes. Come on. There we go. See? Can't even end the stream right. 10 out of 10. Would stream again.